A lush layout, a super field and a big prize fund. Welcome to Irene Country Club for the 5th edition of the Kit Kat Cash and Carry Pro-Am. I'm Andrew Hope and playing just under 6,500 meters and with plenty of timber and elevation changes, Irene provides an awesome test of golf. Good day to our viewers on Super Sport World of Champions and to Tandy McCullum. We are here for the third round, and as it stands, Luis Carrera has made his move. 2 under through 5 in the third round. He's back on top at 16 under par, leading by a solitary stroke over Jonathan Broomhead. And Gerard Pepler, one of the longest hitters on tour. Look out for him today.
Kieran Vincent, last year's winner, has already made 4 birdies through 8 holes of his front 9. Also a name to keep an eye out for. As we go a little further down, having a look at seasoned professional Trevor Fisher not having the best of starts today, and Jason Roots is already 6 under in the clubhouse, done for the day. It's going to have to make quite a bit of a wristy action at the bottom here to get a bit more hand speed. Try and get that ball to pop up and come down softly. Can afford to land it short and release it on. Wouldn't be surprised if he probably flies it just onto the green.
Dylan Frittelli, he thought he was in a bit of trouble off the trees there, and this was a great result to end up in the bunker. But that shot, hole out eagle for the local lad.
A wonderful second into the green here, Dave.
Just going about his business, not making any mistakes. Just a couple of birdies on the front side, and this for eagle now, 10. Oh.
He made his fair share of putts last week at Royal Harare en route to winning the FBC Zim Open, the season opener. Dave says just going along his business. Steady scorecard.
Carrera now with a very, very possible birdie opportunity. He's going to have a long look at this, but I really don't think he should leave the hole. Perhaps inside the left edge, 10 feet, slightly downhill. And each time I've commented on what a good putter he is, he's kind of let me down. Hopefully not this time. Just to extend his lead.
Well, you got the line spot on, Dave. It is inside left. And he didn't let you down.
Well done.
And if you haven't watched the highlights show that OG and the highlights team did last week at Royal Harare.
Dylan Frittelli has quite a deliberate pre-shot routine. Very similar to that of Jean Hugo, hey Alan? Take their time, very diligent. Need to run through their process.
Oh, come on.
We just had to talk about it. That's all we had to do. That's how they're hitting it close to the hole.
That's all.
Frittelli got about just over 20 feet for his eagle here at 17. Not a lot of break, just a little left to right at the end.
It's got 1 eagle already on the back 9. Can he get a second? Not going to be.
Here we go. This Luis Carrera, he's now got 12 feet down the green. This putt is probably going to come a touch from the other side. It's always in a little bowl there. I would imagine it's inside the hole. He doesn't really have to worry too much about the break, but definitely keep the pace up. So this for eagle to extend his lead.
Well, he will be the first player this week to get to 20 under par. And with that 2-shot lead as it stands over Dylan Frittelli. As for Jonathan Broomhead, he's only 5 back, and we've seen players come from as many as 8 in the past on the final day. A wonderful setting at Irene Country Club, the second event on the Sunshine Tour, the Kit Kat Cash and Carry Pro-Am. It's being led by Mexico's Luis Carrera on 20 under par, superb round of 6 under par, 66. Wow, he's got company though, Al.
Yeah, he certainly has, and he's got a couple of great players playing behind him. Dylan Frittelli, Fisher, Ritchie, Kieran Vincent, experienced players. He'll be under a little more pressure tomorrow.
3 under par. You said it yesterday, Tandy, the mark could be 25.
Yeah, we did say 25, although it might have to be a little lower than that, looking at how good those scores are looking with just 5 holes in, and a very solid 66 by Tyron Ryan out earlier today.
From an ideal position in the middle of the fairway here, 10, Luis Carrera. That's the only place he ever knows is middle of the fairway, and he's got an iron in from 236, has a full go. And this might be leaky a little to the right. Well, it's a good shot. Yo, it's a wonderful shot. Oh my word. Fantastic young player. Carrera now but he's hit a wonderful, wonderful approach shot. He's only got 12 feet and it's going to move a touch from his left, a slightly different angle, so the movement won't be quite as significant. It's quite a quick putt, as we saw.
It's been a business-like performance from the man who graduated in business from the University of Central Florida. Now 27 under par, matching eagles at 10. Gerard Pepler would have felt that he missed out at the par 5 10th, given his length, having just made a par after making the turn in 34. This is to get to 20 under. Not too much in this putt. And he reads it perfectly.
He might have three-putted the last, but we have seen Pepler hold so many putts this week. Incredible on the back nine yesterday. Carrera to go 8 under through 11 holes in the final round. Already had a 2-shot lead starting the day.
Wow. What's his mark on this tournament?
Kind of starting to feel like he's got one hand on the trophy.
Oliver Becker, a bit of a run of bogeys, unfortunately, from 11 to 14. Did birdie 15. He had a good start. Let's hope for a good finish. 17 under, lying 7th at the moment. Just a 54 degree for Oliver Becker. Likes it. Spin to the right. Keep coming.
Yeah, that's a great shot into that flag today.
Broomhead coming out of the rough here at 15. Good shot though, under the hole. Give himself a good birdie opportunity. Oliver Becker to get to 20 under par. Deserves one coming in. And he does. He knows how important that is. What a finish. 4 birdies on the trot. Started with 2. That is 9 birdies on the scorecard.
Carrera, after a good layup shot, he's only got 71, so it actually ran out a little further than I anticipated. But it shouldn't pose too much of a problem. This flag is just a couple of paces beyond the bunker, so I'm sure we'll see this past the flag. He's been excellent with these short irons during the course of this tournament. His distance control is fantastic. Should be able to get a little bit of spin here, so he'll be able to stop it nice and quickly. Most importantly, you'll see this guy beyond the flag. This is a great shot. What a wonderful shot from our leader.
In good position again, yeah, Dave.
That's been perfect. It's every single time he's got it down the left-hand side of this fairway, which gives him an ideal line into this flag. It's going to come a little bit from the right once he gets on the green. There's a little knuckle that comes out of that right-hand bunker. It's on its way. It's going to be a little short. Oh, he's let it release. That's a wonderful shot once again.
Now this must be a great feeling. A little over 7 feet for a birdie and you've got a 9-shot lead.
30 under par. A Mexican masterclass. Luis Carrera cruises to a 2nd consecutive title to start the new season on the Sunshine Tour. Emphatic. Mexico City will be buzzing. A star is on the rise. Luis Carrera, a 10 under par final round of 62. And he equals Louis Oosthuizen and Kyle Barker's marks of 30 under par for a 72-hole stroke play event on the Sunshine Tour. From myself, Andrew Hope, Dave Usendorf, OG Molefe, Tandy McCullum, Alan Michelle, and the entire Supersport production team, thank you. We'll see you next week on the Sunshine Tour at Royal Johannesburg.